Thanks for watching Sweet Tea TV. Please like, share, and subscribe. Mike Tyson's 4-year-old daughter, Exodus Tyson, died in a horrible and regretful accident, and this happened at her mother's home in Phoenix, Arizona. Exodus was found in the home by her 7-year-old brother with a cable cord from a treadmill machine, and it was tangled around her neck. This beautiful baby, Exodus Tyson, passed away at 11:45 on May 26, 2009. First of all, where was mom? Where was the mother when this baby was playing on a treadmill? A treadmill is not a toy. They can be dangerous to us adults if we don't handle it right. You can walk too fast on a treadmill and fall on a treadmill and hurt yourself. That's my first question. I'm not being accusatory in this commentary. I just wanted to bring light to the situation. Now, in my opinion, due to digging into this story, I come to the conclusion that Mike Tyson, seemingly on the surface, is a very good family man who loves his daughters. He has an eldest daughter and allegedly told a man he would pay him $10 million to marry her. He said that those allegations, that him saying that, was not true. However, like I said, pictures can show us a loving, happy family with things behind it in the dark. No one knows what goes on in people's private lives and in their homes, not even the celebrities, unless something leaks out. Now, I've come to the conclusion that Mike Tyson does, in fact, love his children, his little girls especially. But the question was, so Mike Tyson claims that he was not with Exodus's mother at the time of the incident, and she was not living in the home with him. She was actually living in the home with her mother in Phoenix, Arizona. How long or why those two broke up or were not together, I will continue to dig further into that. But the question is, for this child to be 4 years old and a 7-year-old finds her, it shows that these children were not being properly supervised in the home at the time of this incident, and probably not even before this incident occurred. It seems that these children were unsupervised at lots and amounts of times. So Exodus Tyson was pronounced dead in a hospital in Phoenix, Arizona just before noon. Police spokeswoman Andy Hill said a day after her 7-year-old brother discovered her with her neck caught in a cable cord hanging under the machine's console. I'm not sure how a 7-year-old discovered her and the mom didn't. Where was mom? What was she doing at that time? He then alerted his mother, who removed the child from the cord and attempted to revive her. Emergency services also tried to resuscitate the girl as they took her to the hospital. And this is where she was put on a life support machine, and her condition had been said to be extremely critical. And at the time of this incident and at the time of the death, Mike Tyson had been in Las Vegas at the time. So he flew into Phoenix on that Monday. So the family made a statement that there are no words to describe the tragic loss of our beloved Exodus. They made that statement and they asked that you now please respect our needs at this difficult time, for privacy, to grieve and try to help each other heal from this incident. Police even made a statement saying that the death was a tragic accident. Sure, it could have been an accident, guys, and that's what it's seeming like it is on the surface for now. But my question was, where was the mother? How is it that a 7-year-old baby himself discovered his sister hanging on a treadmill? And so this was Mrs. Hill earlier describing the incident. She somehow was playing on the treadmill, and there's a cord that hangs under the console, and it's kind of a loopy cord. Either she slipped on it or she put her head in the loop, but it acted as a noose, and she was obviously unable to get herself from the loop, from the cord. So there's nothing in the investigation that revealed anything suspicious. I think it's suspicious if you have 2 young babies in the home and you're not utilizing that treadmill at the time. Why was it even plugged in? Did the children plug it in? Was it unplugged? These are the questions we have. So I went to another source during my investigation because I don't like to just read one source about a topic or a case and then just take it as is. Like I said, the media tries to spin us and they don't put out all of the facts. So however, I went over to another source to get information on this case, and in this they state while it's uncertain what actually happened, some treadmill features a tethered safety key or a long cord that is meant to shut off the machine automatically. So if the user slips and falls when they use it correctly, it also prevents children from starting the machine. But sometimes users can tie the cord around the treadmill's handle to keep it out of the way. So they didn't say if the machine was on, and that's what I was trying to see, if the machine was on, or did she just slip on the cord and the cord started the machine back up? But the question was, why was this machine even plugged up at the time while these children were playing? And this is the mom right here, guys. She seems kind of young. She looks young, and that has nothing to do with common sense. Why were those children being unattended? In my opinion, I think the mom should have been charged with neglect, because at the time that this incident took place, this 4-year-old was roaming around in the home by herself, ended up playing on a treadmill machine. How do a child play on a treadmill machine? It's not a toy. And this is what they stated. The baby was playing on the treadmill. Mom needs to be questioned. I'm not sure if she was. I'm sure she was. But that part is just sticking out for me, okay? The details about that part, about them not being properly monitored in the home by their mother. Okay, so it seems that this treadmill machine was not just laying around in a living room or another room where this child can easily access it. Actually, as I furtherly investigated into the details of this case and this story, it seems that this treadmill machine was inside of her mother's home in an exercise room. Now here goes the question. How were the children able to actually access an exercise room in the home? Does it have a door? It should have a door, and it should lock if you're not utilizing it. Not only is there a treadmill machine inside of this exercise room, there should be weights. The weights could have fell on these babies. The weight could have rolled onto one of the babies' heads. The mother is very neglectful, in my opinion, in this story. As I furtherly dig deeper, red flags are popping out everywhere. Check this out, guys. So after the incident, this source posted, I guess Mike Tyson did an interview with them, and he told them he does not want to know how his little angel died. Now they're stating that Exodus was strangled after her neck was caught in the cord of a treadmill in the exercise room of her mother's home. So if Mike Tyson flew out on that Monday and went to the hospital when the child was on life support, I'm sure they told him all of those details and that information on how the child passed away and what caused her to pass away. But he's saying he does not want to know how his little angel died. And this was posted October 12, 2009. I can actually do another video if you guys do not, want to believe what I'm saying. And that is not making sense to me at all. This was after. And then I saw an interview, guys, when Mike Tyson was being interviewed and he was asked about his daughter's death. And the guy apologized for bringing that topic up. Mike Tyson abruptly ended that interview with the guy and he asked him to leave. But if you listen to these details, because there's always something underneath the surface and we just have to scratch it to get to it. When he was asked Mike Tyson about the death of his daughter, he went into saying that he was going to get his gun and it was going to be on, that's what I got from the situation. And this was long after his daughter had passed away. So what do you guys think? Do you think there's more to the story? Do you think that the mom was jealous and she wanted to try to hurt him and try to take his daughter from him? What do you guys think? Because it's something more to this, okay? So I saw a action of anger more than hurt from Mike Tyson in this interview, and I thought that was very odd. And I think that it's very odd that another source interviewed him in October of 2009, and he stated to this source that he does not want to know how his daughter died. So you can Google that, Mike Tyson, and see that she supposedly was hanging on the treadmill and playing on the treadmill. So I'm furtherly digging as I'm making this commentary, okay? Just to add on things. So stay with me, guys. So like I stated, getting a gun and going crazy, and this is what he summed it up to say to the man during the interview. And so this tells me that the people who were involved, and that there were people involved, and it was not an accident. If it happened tragically, why would anyone have a thought of even getting a gun and going, to harm someone? Because this is what he stated. And I'm going to play that clip for you guys so you can hear it for yourselves. So, like I said, we always have to pay attention to the details because we would miss out very quickly. There can be one little small detail that can crack a case or can expose people for doing things that they do. Now, Mike Tyson also stated in an interview with Larry King that, when he found out that his daughter was killed in an accident, a family accident, matter of fact, it made him feel like he had to grow up and wake up. So I'm not sure what he meant by that statement. You losing your daughter was not due to your negligence because you were not there at the time of the accident. The mother was there and she was responsible for supervising her children in the correct manner to keep them safe. But however, I did find that statement that he made was very, very odd, guys.
My best thinking at the time. Get my gun, automatic, just like this, and you just go crazy. Who are you gonna hurt? Regardless. That's just my first thought. But when I went to the hospital, the people that were there, they're up there because their kids are dead too. Or about to die. So, who the hell am I? Their kids are dying too. I don't know. It's something happened that day. I don't know what happened that day.
But whatever happened that day, was there a new Mike Tyson that came the next day?
No, I did some cocaine for a week. I had to get high. I had to back then. I had to get high. I couldn't handle it at all. You have to go. Now, so you understand, right? Thank you. Thank you, man. You want to take this stuff off?
You okay?
It's okay.
Sir, Mike, I'm really sorry you're going through this.
Okay.
I'm sorry if we brought up...
It's okay. I gotta grow up. It's tough. No. Gotta be a man. Stop crying.
You're allowed to cry, Mike.
I thought the comment he made was very, very odd. Now, if you guys were paying attention to what Mike Tyson said, he said something happened that day. Something happened that day. And what he stated before that was rightfully so. If you're a father and something happens to your children and you know your mother is seeing different men or having different men in the home, and I'm not saying that's what happened, but it seems as though that's what happened. Because where was mom when this baby was in the exercise room? How was she even allowed access into the exercise room where there's weights and other heavy equipment that can actually harm these children in the home? Like he stated, he was ready to go and get his gun and just go crazy, as any father would say. So I'm with Mike Tyson for now.
I don't know. I just knew I had to grow up. I had a incident where I lost my daughter in some family accident at home, and it was just the time to grow up and wake up.
That was, of course, the worst incident in your life, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
She died how?
A freak accident on the treadmill.
How old was she?
4.
Were you home?
No. I wasn't living with her mother at the time. I was in Las Vegas and they live in Phoenix. And her mother called and told me what had happened, and I rushed down there, and it was already pretty much a done deal.
How do you never get over that, do you?
I don't know. I know it's just it's a new stage. It's the beginning stage, so I don't know if I get over it or not.
Do you believe in an afterlife? Do you believe she is somewhere?
I don't know anything. I just know that we have to keep on living, and being alive is for the living, and being dead is for the dying. We have to continue living. You know?
It's an interesting philosophy on life. You're done with boxing, right?
Pretty much so, yeah.
You don't ever think about doing a Holyfield?
Never, ever, no. I wish I could. You know, maybe it's that he does it, but I wish I could, yeah.
You ever miss it?
Yes, very periodically. Not, wow, I should have done this. No, I wish every now and then.
You don't go through woulda, shoulda, coulda?
Never.
Okay, a lot of people probably still think you're Iron Mike Tyson, but you're not. And we sent a crew to your home in Las Vegas. Let's show everybody how you spend your days.
Good Larry.
Here's Mike Tyson.
Now, what stuck out for me is during this interview, Mike Tyson he didn't go into details. He just said that his daughter died in a freak accident regarding the treadmill in the home where the mother had the 2 children and were not properly supervising them correctly. It just seems like he knows that, he has the idea that something else might have taken place along with that, and that was used to cover that up. However, he did not go into those details. So due to the details from me hearing him, I will assume that that is a possibility that he has explored several times. Like I said, the mother, something was going on in that home to where she was not really around the children at the time. She was doing something else. And my opinion is there was either a party in the home, or she had some male company, or some other things was going on in the home, and these children were not properly supervised. And I feel that the son should have been removed after that incident. If I was Mike Tyson, I would have taken my son out of that home. Another very eerie thing, guys, is that Exodus and the new daughter, that is the picture on my thumbnail of the new daughter. I have pictures of Exodus too on this commentary when she was a baby. Those 2 look identical. They are twins. It's like she was reincarnated again. Check those pictures out, guys. Rewind the video back and look at those pictures. One more odd thing that struck me as I continued to dig deeper. On a news source, Mike Tyson said that you have to sacrifice your happiness if you want to accomplish your goals in life because there is so much competition in the world. This is what he said. So will you sacrifice your happiness how? Because you seem like the loving man that loves your children and your new wife. Please like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like button and leave a comment, hit the notification bell so when I drop new content, you guys will be aware. Until the next video, guys, take care.